Hi, I hope you're doing really well. So today I am in St Leonards, just next to Hastings. Beautiful area. We're here today to explore a really unusual ruin. It's a church ruin of St Mary's, and it's unusual. Well, I'll tell you. Well, you'll see it when we get there. It's unusual. Yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, I need to get there first, so come along with me. Let's go explore it. So, welcome back to St Mary's Ruins, which is unusual because it's literally in the middle of a housing estate. And I've never seen anything like it, where it's pretty much surrounded by houses. I've seen similar ruined churches before. There's one in Hampshire, depending on when that comes out, where there's a house literally overlooking the church, but not in the middle of a housing estate in St Leonards in Hastings. I mean, it's proper weird. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. There's a lot of roadworks going on as well, so I did the extra walk. But as you can see, nothing really remains of it. I mean, the tower's gone, but yet at some point, I mean, we're quite high up as well, believe it or not. We're on a high point overlooking the sea. In fact, the sea is beyond this fence looking downwards. But here, it's ruin in a housing estate. I know there are similar types of things before. You see ruins in housing estates, but nothing like this. This is crazy, but so cool on the same token. Okay, so here it says ancient monuments, St Mary's Chapel. It says ruins of the chancel of the parish church of St Mary of Bluverhive. The nave and the tower in the ruins for centuries before being built over. The church, wow, bad spelling mistake there, had a total length of 101 feet with a width of 24 feet. The walls incorporated carved stones from an early Norman church which was given by Robert, Count of Eu, to the College of Hastings Council. Wow. It's so strange to see it. I mean, it's so amazing to see. That's actually a newer sign that's been placed there. There was an older one that was predating that. You can see that if you follow around, there's a wooden beam, and it also looked to be the remains of what would have had a little frame there. Looks to be the outskirts of a frame. You can see there would have been some wooden beams potentially going across. I mean, it's so strange to see it like this. Really cool though. You can see the layout pretty well. I mean, with the square shape of it, square design, wouldn't have probably been any bigger than probably what you see now with the layout. Maybe a bit of an extension towards there, but nothing bigger than that. Obviously it was just a chapel, so you know, the size is significantly more cosier, shall we say, than obviously churches. And obviously then when we got into the Victorian period, they were completely refurbed and became even bigger, in a nutshell. Lovely though, to see all the stones, beautiful in here. So there's flint, I think it's pretty much it's flint, isn't it, like a flint pebble. Wow, so unusual, really is an unusual one to see, but well worth the trip today, so glad I did it. Anyway, I think we're done. Not really much else we can do, is there, for this? So let's go, come on. Well, I finished where I started on my way to the car. What a really interesting church ruin. I'm so glad I did it for all the most unusual reasons. I've never genuinely seen a ruin in such a heavily built up area, and yet when you put it into context, it's hard to put it into context when you look at it, but obviously of how high it would have been up and overlooking most of the coastline and parts of St Leonards on the way to Hastings, more importantly. Obviously in that history lesson it does just give you a brief idea of the importance of it at one period in time, and obviously decay and ruin and everything else, as we know with churches: time, money, cost, renovation, all those factors always take into consideration with that. But I'm just glad I got to do it. I mean, we talk about ruins and sort of saying, well, sometimes there's not much there, which obviously in that case it isn't, but it's where it's located is just the most unique thing, and to me I find that fascinating. Like I said, I'm fully aware that there are other ruins in heavily built up areas like that, you know, but it's just, I was really glad I did it, and it's in St Leonards, and I never knew about it. I had to literally research that one and go, do you know what, I don't even know about that one. Anyway, look, any more words of Phoenix history? Thank you so much for coming along with me. Feel free to spread the word of the channel. Much love to all of you, and I'll see you all very soon. Ready? Kapow.